in unfamiliar English. Just 6 weeks in the United States, Hassan Abduraheem can just follow along. He's learning the hymns his new neighbors already know. And with his family at his side, sharing their hymns.
Hey, Michael. Beautiful, beautiful. Morning.
Your daughter has a really pretty voice.
Savoring a moment of peace he still can't believe is possible.
The first day when they took us to the prison, they beat us.
Pastors like Hassan aren't outlawed in his native Sudan, but Christians are an endangered minority. He says he lived with the possibility of prison every day. Of all the hardships, interrogations and tiny prison cells, Hassan says the worst was not knowing.
It really was a very hard time for me thinking of my family because I don't know anything about them.
But even a 12-year prison sentence for espionage couldn't shake his faith.
No one told me that, but I have the peace. There's something going outside, but I don't know.
Far from Sudan, a Facebook post telling Hassan's story was reaching the right person.
I didn't know any better, so I got in my car with my letter that I'd written and drove to the Sudanese embassy.
It was the first time a member of Congress had spoken to the Sudanese government in 10 years. After a lot of work and a trip to Sudan, Garrett worked with NGOs to secure Hassan's release.
I commend the Sudanese government to the extent that they were willing to acknowledge that mistakes have been made in the past and that there's a need to reassess how religious minorities are treated. That's progress.
Hassan and his family visited Washington to see the man responsible for their new life.
Thank you so much.
Oh no, it's great seeing you guys.
It meant a lot to them and to the congressman.
You can love a bill, you can advocate on behalf of a bill, you can believe in a bill, but you can't say a prayer with a bill, have dinner with a bill, shake hands with a bill. And it was sort of surreal.
As strange as leaving the streets of Khartoum for Garrett's Virginia district, where 5 churches worked together to set up Hassan and his family with a home on the farm of their new pastor, surrounded by fields where the family will soon see snow for the first time. So many changes, but all grounded by a father's certainty.
Even though it is hard for us to leave the country, but I think it is also better. I don't want them to grow there and then to go through a lot of difficulty that I went through it. So here I know here they can have chance.
A chance made possible by churches and a congressman. Katherine Gypson, VOA News, Cumberland, Virginia.